take a break from the kitchen, pour ourselves a glass of wine, and talk about it. Join me in this new series, Through the Grapevine, where we try to experience the gourmet lifestyle one sip at a time. I wanted to kickstart the journey outside because I love cute little picnics. This is a great daytime date kind of vibe. So join me. I have 2 glasses. Now I want to start with something light and crisp and fresh. And we're always going to read our labels in this series so we know exactly what we're going to get into with regards to the wine. Today, I've selected a Pinot Grigio and I'm going to pair this with a spicy tuna sandwich. First of all, let me just say this is not a masterclass as I am no expert. This is simply you and me finding wines that we can afford and pairing them with things that we like to eat. Plain and simple. So let the journey begin. Okay, so we're starting today with the brand Gabiano. It was established in 1480 according to the label. This is a Pinot Grigio and it is a product of Italy. Now, I like to read the wine bottles because some of them tell you what to expect in terms of taste, flavor, and even sometimes ingredients. But sometimes there's a little story and there's a story to this one. Now, you will notice as we go through this journey together, different wines have different caps. So this is a screw cap. So you just basically twist and open. Okay, so we're going to do just a tiny pour to get our first taste. Now, when you're tasting, you want to get the aromatics. So you're going to do a little smell and see if you can identify any flavors that's either mentioned on the bottles or some that you may discover on your own. So I am definitely getting the citrus and the orange in this. This is a really nice, crisp, fresh aroma. And then we're going to do our first tasting, which is just a little sip. Now, when you taste for the first time, it is going to be a little jarring because this is your first sip of alcohol at this time. So this is really going to set up your palate to be ready for what will be the taste test to determine if this is a flavor that you like or not. Now, something to pay attention to here is the mouthfeel. Every drink would give you a different mouthfeel. You might get some oil, you might get crisp, you might get sweet, but it does set the tone for you to enjoy this glass of wine. So what I am experiencing here is a light crispness. I can tell that there's alcohol in here because I can feel that in the experience as well. The smell is amazing. It is something I would drink during the day. It's a beautiful day out, sun shining, and I think this is something I can enjoy in this setting, and I definitely agree with pairing this with the spicy tuna sandwich. So when you think about the flavors, you can think about what does apples go with, because there is a little taste of apples in this, and I often put apples in my tuna sandwich, which of course, you know, my tuna sandwich is on the website, so I already hook you up with the recipe for the tuna sandwich, so you're making this date very, very easy. So you think about what flavors you're getting in the wine with what you're going to have in terms of your snack. So I'm going to set myself up with my tuna sandwich and we'll taste them together. All right, so just a few tips when picnicking. Have everything in little airtight containers. Try to avoid a lot of sauces. Try to keep everything in a way that it doesn't get too messy. So see how easy it was for me to put together this tuna sandwich. I had everything in nice airtight containers and I was just able to make my sandwich. Because when you're doing a picnic, you don't really want to have a whole lot of run around. You want to keep it simple because you are here to relax and have a good time. As I mentioned today, we are tasting this Pinot Grigio by Gabiano. Now, I want to mention here that it's really important to know the pronunciation of the different types of wine. And I will cover a little sip tip at the end of each episode just so that we can have more wine conversation through the grapevine. I got this at a local supermarket. It was $140, right? And we are serving this chilled. So when preparing for the picnic, make sure that you cater for stopping for ice, get a little cooler. I have my wine bucket that I'm keeping handy. And I would love to pour you a glass as well. So let's do that. Because I'm not here alone, I'm here with you. There you go. So one for you and one for me. And back into the bin. Okay, so we have our Pinot Grigio and our Spicy Tuna Sandwich. Let's have our picnic. Cheers. Now, you know how they say white wine is for seafood like fish? I thought this was a very simple version of that concept, and everybody can do a tuna sandwich. Make the tuna the way that you like it, but I do recommend this spicy because the little spiciness in the tuna with that crisp freshness of the Pinot Grigio pairs perfectly. My lovelies, thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful picnic where we can talk about wine through the grapevine. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe right here on YouTube. Check out my Instagram and TikTok for more fun content. Have a great day. So I heard through the grapevine that there are two types of grapes in the wine world, blue and green. Now, all grapes are the same. They have skin, pulp, juice, and seeds. But did you know that the skin is what determines the texture and balance and even the color of the wines? That is the sip tip for today. Cheers.